guess this is recording now. People say you gotta make a video to make people aware of what's going on and whatnot. So I figured I'd try my hand at it. I have zero technology skills. I mean, just 4 years ago, my biggest goal was I wanted to be the last man texting, and now look at me, I got a smartphone because of a job or whatever. But I made that video a week or two ago. I don't know. It's all blurred to me now. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I thought I watched it several times. I'm like checking this out. At first I felt like I may have offended somebody. Well, I'm not trying to offend anybody. This is just kind of the way I see things. I kind of broke it down in my mind, like, who I may have offended. To the gun guys, hey, like I said, man, I love guns. It's just I'm not into hoarding them. That's all, because I don't really see what good that would do. Like I said in the video, I think the time to use the gun for what it was intended for has come and gone. And it is what it is. I think everybody ought to carry a gun. I think if everybody carried a gun, be it a rifle, long gun or a pistola or whatever, I think we'd have a lot politer society. But something that kind of bothers me about the guns is I look around me and I don't really see a lot of people that are probably capable of using a gun. I mean, look at the cops. If they can't, is it a taser or a gun? Oh, well, I'll just draw it and kill. Who knows? I mean, these people are running around wearing masks because they're afraid of an invisible enemy. Just as a little disclaimer, fuck you, YouTube. I'll say whatever I want. You want to take me away? I don't give a crap at this point. But, in parentheses there, or whatever, quotes. What I'm trying to say is, do you know what it's like to take a human life? I mean, you gotta think about that. See, I've never taken a human life. I don't have any desire to take a human life. I wouldn't want to be in that position, because I try to deal in reality, and reality is life is precious, and because it's a gift from God, the Creator, the Most High, the Almighty, the Creator of all things. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I say God. All right, life's precious, man, and I don't want anybody's blood on my hand. Now you want to come and kill me? Well, kill me. You know, to die is gain. Now, if I see you hurting a loved one, or hurting a child, you know, let's just hope that it doesn't end in your death. You know, it's just these people. You know, we've had what 20 years of video games now or so. You know, where you kill, 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 kill. Everybody's sitting around watching that box. You know, it's like one murder after another. It's been going on for years. People are so desensitized to death in this culture that we find ourselves in now that it's like nothing. But it really is something to me. I mean, you're taking a human life here. Hello. I've seen mutilated bodies. You know, and it's not like a video game. Now I just offended all the video game people. Well, I'm sorry. I'm the type of guy that I'm probably going to offend you, but I don't mean to. You know, I just say, I just speak my mind. You know, whatever. I'm like, you want to have guns, man. Have all, you know, it's just, I think it's a moot point. They, see, to me, I think they're letting us have the guns because they keep selling the guns. They keep selling the guns. They're making money. I don't really think it matters whether we have, I really don't think it matters to them whether we have guns or not. I mean, they could take the guns. Look what they did in Australia. Look what they did in England. You know, there's so many guns in this country that it's insane. You go down in the haulers of West Virginia. You think they don't know all this? I don't think it matters at this point whether we have guns or not. I think they have weapons where they can make you forget how to use your gun. You see how they control the ammo. You know what I mean? It don't matter. They're making money. They're making scratch. They're making beer money off selling us guns and ammo and forbidden accessories. They get a lot of guns. They just cut the food supply. Say, hey, kids starving. Give us some of your guns, and better yet, give us all your guns. We'll give you some food for your kids. What's going to happen then? You need guns. You need guns to defend yourself. That's, they call it a right. I call it, it's just there. I mean, it's innate. It's called natural. It's, even a single-celled amoeba will defend itself. You know, I don't get into all these rights. Or, I get into living my life. Who gives a crap what I do? As long as I'm not hurting you or hurting your property or whatever, who gives a crap what I do? I don't give a crap what you do. I couldn't care less what anybody does. As long as you don't interfere with what I'm doing. It's so simple. And I think mankind instinctively knows this. And I think he instinctively longs to live that way. But the puppet masters, the controllers, the elite. Hey, we're elite. Hey, the killers. Now we're back to the last video. Let's kill it, make $1. The ones that are killing and making the dollars are telling you that you're not allowed to defend yourself. See what I'm saying? It all goes back to kill it, make $1. I'm so sorry. Gun people, please forgive me. I mean no harm. Honestly, man. I'm not anti-gun. I'm not anti-anything. I'm anti-Satan. How's that? I'm anti-evil. I'm anti-bullshit. Don't stand there and pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. I'm one of them guys. Don't do that. I'm anti that. Cut my hair, trimmed up my beard, trying to look respectable. Gun guys, please forgive me. I mean no harm. I'm pro Second Amendment. Church people. I think I may have offended the church people. Grew up in church. I was saved when I was saved and baptized when I was 6 years old in the Evangel Baptist Church in Weirton, West Virginia. This is many moons ago. I'm 52. It's 52 minus 6. What's that, like 100 years ago? It was rounded. Never was good at math. I was 6 years old. I kept having this recurring dream of hell. It was crazy. I went and talked to my mom. And she's like, let's go talk to the preacher. I'm going to talk to the preacher, told him about my dream. And I'm 6 years old, man. What do I know? I'm 52. So I told him about my dream, and he's like, well, you need saved, young man. He said, you accept Jesus into your heart. And he told me the gospel. He told me about how Jesus died for us and everything. He asked me if I accepted it. And I'm like 6 years old, and I'm like, yeah, I believe that. And that Sunday, we had to make it official. And when he had the altar call, I went up and I whispered something in his ear. I can't remember what it was. Like everybody's all happy. They took me to Kentucky Fried Chicken, not KFC, but Kentucky Fried Chicken back when the Colonel was running things. And I'm like telling everybody in the restaurant, I got saved today. I got saved today. That's a precious thing, man. You know, 6 years old. So what? Like 1974, something like that. In a couple weeks, they had a baptismal service, and they baptized me. That was crazy. Yeah. Baptismal. Here's a Baptist church. They had a baptismal tank behind a curtain behind the pulpit up there. You know, this is 74. We didn't have all that crazy sound equipment and computer screens and all that. We just had a baptismal tank. Preachers wearing hip waders. That was kind of neat. I'm in there like a pair of shorts, and they put this white gown over me, and you know, he dunks me. I'm baptized, man. I'm saved. I was in it to win it, man. When I was 6 years old, and for a while, you asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I said, I want to be a preacher. Imagine that. All my life, I'm 52 now. For like 46 years, give or take. I felt like God has called me to preach. And I've never done it. Ran from it. Been running for 46 years, I reckon. It's pretty sad on my part. Yeah, he said, it says in Proverbs, train up a child in a way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I've been around that mountain, more than once. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know how I'm here. I'm a truck driver. Sorry. Even worse than that, I live in the oil fields of southwestern Pennsylvania, and I drive a water bottle. They call it a water bottle. It's just a giant vacuum truck, haul water for the fracking industry. I call it hauling holy water for the Antichrist. But that's a whole nother story there. But yeah, that's what I do. So I'm like, I'm unloading a truck the other day. I'm hauling fresh water now. I'm on a nice gig. I'm working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. I'm on that work, eat, sleep, repeat program, trying to help them kill it and make a couple bucks for me. Because I got some decisions to make here. I'm on a little scratch probably. It's the fastest way I know how to make a buck around here. So that's what I'm doing. I feel guilty for it every day. I really do. I ask God to forgive me every day. I don't want to be a part of none of this. I don't want to be a part of none of this. But I'm unloading the other day, and there's another driver. There's a whole line of us. It's loud. All these trucks running, pumps running, backup beepers, blah blah blah. But it takes like 10-15 minutes to load, 10-15 minutes to unload. So we're all parked next to each other, unloading this big tank. I'm hauling fresh water right now, which is what I like. And I'm talking to this driver, and he's like, we're talking about trucks and truck driver stuff. He's like, telling me about how he blew a drive tire. All this. He was going 65 miles an hour, and that rang a bell in my head. Something happened to me, so now I got a story. So he gets done with his little story, and I tell him mine. I'm like, I'm down in West Virginia on Route 50 heading toward Parkersburg. Well, heading over to Marietta, but towards Parkersburg. And I'm going 65 miles an hour. I was supposed to speed limit. I'm reaching down to get a sandwich out of my lunch bag. And all of a sudden, the truck starts going like this. Boom, 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 boom. All these buzzers and bells and alarms are going off. I'm like, holy moly. I blew a steer tire, man. And I had my buddy, he was in front of me. I really don't know how it happened so fast, but anyway, I rode this truck off the road onto the side of the road. So, 4-lane highway. I'm over on the shoulder. I rode it down on the rim. It was like crash landing an airplane, I was shaking. I was scared. I was loaded too, man. I was got, 100 barrels of water behind me. 4,200 gallons of water. Man. The whole tire came off the freaking passenger steer. It's an important tire. I was just coming out of a curve, reaching for a sandwich. Boom, boom. It was crazy how we maneuvered it. He was behind me. He come around me and pulled in front of me. That's how it worked. And I crash landed, right behind him. And I'm like, I'm telling this guy this story anyway. Back to the other story. Telling this guy this story, and he's like, man, you were lucky. I said, luck had nothing to do with it. It was God. And he just looked at me. He's like, couldn't deny it. I could have went 1,000 different ways wrong. But, never did find the tire. Looked for it. Looked for it the next day. We're going through there in the daylight, and I'm like, where's this? Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I guess I'm rambling. Somehow there was a point to all of this. The church people. I've been in church most of my life, and then they shut the churches down. That was in the video. We all know why they shut the churches down, because the debtor is servant to the lender. Mammon. That's why they shut the churches down. They were, government owns them. They're 501c3. That was started by Lyndon Johnson. You can look all that up. And, so they own them. Government owns the churches. Churches sold out to Mammon. We need our tax exemption. Blah, blah, blah. I never had much luck in churches. I've tried. Last church I went to, I was brought up on an old King James Bible. That's what I was brought up with, That's what I read. Look at this church, and the preacher's reading out an Amplified Bible or NIV. I'm sitting there with my King James trying to follow along. The guy next to me, he's in a American Standard Bible. Lady across the aisle there, she's like reading out a Living Bible. Or, I'm like, this is supposed to be the house of God, old saying, let's get on the same page here. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Well, these people can't even get in the same book. Michael, it's just confusion. And one day, he bless his heart. I love the man. He's a good man. One day we were out of church. We were working on something at the church grounds or whatever, church building. Just talking like men. And I called him Bill. I said, "Hey, Bill, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "That's Pastor Bill. I'm a pastor. I've earned that." And I'm like, "Oh." I said, "I'm sorry, Bill." Whatever. I'm not really into titles. There's one master, and that's Jesus. That's Jesus. He should be our master. Let's put it that way. I'm sorry. I'm like, there's a lot of people churches today. I mean, I ain't your judge or nothing. I ain't judging nothing. But there's a lot of, I have a feeling, let's put it that way. I got an old agricultural engineering teacher used to say, I have a sneaking suspicion. Let's put it that way. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's going to be a lot of Christians. They're going to slide right off their church pew into the pits of hell. Yeah, we get into all kinds of things there, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong and I'll retract my statement. That's how I work. I don't want to offend nobody, but who else did I have in mind that I may have offended in that video? The Patriots, not the football team. I'm not into football. I'm not a sports fan. You know, football and